Hi guys! So as some of you might know, I'm Canadian, and one thing that I personally love about Canada is that we have two official languages, English and French, and there are French-speaking communities all across the country. There are French speakers all across the country, but the largest French community is in Quebec. And Quebec is a Canadian province, and the primary language they speak there is French. And when I was going through the top baby names in the United States and the top baby names in Canada for 2010, I came across a list of the top baby names in Quebec, and I found it really intriguing because not only do they follow the rest of North America in their name choices, but they also use lots of French names and lots of names that are probably used in France. And I found it really interesting to look at the top 100 baby names of Quebec, so I thought I would share some of the highlights with you. I'm going to start with the top 10 boys' names, and the first name on their list is William, which isn't really a French name at all. It's actually an English name, and it means strong-willed warrior, but it is a very cute name, and I really like the nickname Will. The number 2 name in Quebec last year was Thomas, or as they might say, Thomas, and Thomas means twin. Number 3 was a very French name, and that is Olivier, and Olivier is the French form of the name Oliver. Number 4 last year was Jacob, and here we can see that they do follow the North American naming trends, considering that the number 1 name in the US last year was Jacob, and Jacob means planter. Number 5 for boys in Quebec last year was Nathan, and Nathan means he gave. Number 6 was Samuel, and Samuel means his name is God. Number 7 was Gabriel, and Gabriel means God is my strength. And number 8 in Quebec last year was Alexis, and I find it really interesting that in other parts of the world, in French-speaking parts of the world, they use the name Alexis for boys, because where I live in a primarily English-speaking part of Canada, Alexis is almost always a girl's name, but Alexis means defender of the people. Number 9 last year in Quebec is one of my favorite names, and that is Felix. And Felix means happy and prosperous. And number 10 was Antoine, and Antoine is the French form of Anthony. So some other cool boys' names that were in the top 100 names in Quebec last year include number 23, which was Loic, or Louis, I'm not exactly sure how you say it. If you know how to pronounce this name, let me know in the comments below, because I had never heard of it before I looked at this list. And there's a variant spelling of it at number 65 with a K on the end, so it is very popular, and it means famed warrior, and it is a version of the name Louis. Number 30 on the Quebec popularity list was Theo, not Theodore, just Theo. I'm not sure if they say Theo or Theo, and Theo means gift of God, and I thought it was interesting that just Theo and not Theodore was so popular there. Number 37 is a very exotic name, actually, and that is Malik. And Malik is an Arabic name that means king, and I'm starting to really like this name. I hadn't ever really heard of it before, and I'm surprised that it is this high up in popularity in Quebec. Number 52 is probably one of my favorite French boys' names, and that is Guillaume. And Guillaume is the French form of William, and I'm not surprised that it is this popular, considering William is their number 1 name. Number 53 on the popularity charts for boys was Hugo, or Hugo, as English speakers would say, and it's a German name that means bright in mind and spirit. Number 58 is a really unique one, and that is Ludovic, and Ludovic means famed warrior, and I think this name is very, very cool, and I could see it working for English speakers as well. Number 66 on the list was Raphael, which is a Spanish name, and it means God has healed. Number 73 was Laurence, and Laurence means crowned with laurel, and I think this is such a cool name, although most English speakers would say Laurent or Laurent, which isn't as cool sounding. Number 83 is Emmerich, and Emmerich is just so interesting to me, and the spelling especially, and Emmerich means leader. And number 86 on the popularity charts in Quebec last year was the very cute Remy, and Remy means oarsman or remedy, and I could definitely see this one working for English speakers because it's pretty easy to pronounce. So for the girls, the top name was Leah, and Leah means wary, and it's the French form of the name Leah. Number 2 is a name that's popular all around the world, and that is Emma, and Emma means universal, which is very fitting considering it's popular in so many countries. Number 3 and 4 were Juliette and Rosalie, and they actually were tied. They had the same number of babies born named Juliette and Rosalie in Quebec. And Juliette is the French form of the name Juliet, which means youthful, and Rosalie means rose. Number 5 was Florence, and Florence means prosperous or flowering. And in most English-speaking parts of the world, Florence is still considered a grandma name, but not for French, not the French version, I guess. Number 6 is Alice, and Alice means of noble kin, and I know that this name is gaining popularity in other parts of North America, but I think this might be one of the highest spots that it's at right now in North America. Number 7 and 8 were also tied. The same number of girls were named Noemie and Olivia in Quebec last year, and Noemie means beautiful and gentle, and Olivia means olive tree. Number 9 was the beautiful French name Camille, and Camille means perfect, so it has a very nice meaning. This name has definitely started growing on me recently. And number 10 is definitely a North American trendy name, and that is Chloe, and Chloe has been gaining popularity everywhere in North America pretty much, and Chloe means blooming. Some other cool girls' names that were in the top 100 included number 12, which was Laurence, and Laurence means laurel, and I think this is a very cool name, although English speakers would probably say Laurence. Number 13 was Maika, and Maika means who is like God, and I think it's very cute. Number 22 is one that I've been hearing so many people say they love recently, and that is Coralie. And Coralie means little maiden, and this one is definitely usable for English speakers, and it has a very, very cute meaning. Number 23 was Anais, and Anais means gracious or merciful, and I love this name. I think of the writer Anais Nin. Number 55 was Marilou, and I was so surprised to see this one so popular, but I believe that there is a Quebec pop star named Marilou, so that might have something to do with its popularity, and Marilou is a combination of the names Marie and Louise. Number 61 is Leonie, and Leonie is probably my favorite French name. It means lioness. Number 62 was Mathilde, and Mathilde is the French form of the name Matilda, and it's very pretty, but it has a very strong meaning. It means battle might. Number 63 was Eloise, and Eloise is such a pretty name. It's the French form of the name Louise, and I think this one is usable as well in English-speaking places. And the last one I have for girls is number 96, and that is Flavie, and I've never heard this name before, and I think it's adorable. It means golden-haired. So that's just a quick look at some names that are popular in Quebec. What are your favorite French names? Or if you are from Quebec, what names do you like? What names do you see that are popular there? And if you have any video requests for me, doesn't matter where you live, just leave them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will talk to you later.